Good morning, students. Right. So now the next today's video is now related with the Wheatstone Bridge, which is a very important topic because in most of the times, right, in the board examinations, we have observed that this topic had came. Is it right? So I think maybe this year also it's very important for you. So you have to note this means you cannot escape this topic, right, in this chapter, Wheatstone Bridge. So as I told you, even a little information already I have given you about this Wheatstone Bridge that I will discuss in the third chapter. So now today is the turn to discuss about this, where this is a diagram. This is called the Wheatstone Bridge. Is it right? You can see this is there is one resistance P, Q, R and S, and this is galvanometer. Definitely a meter is also have some resistance. Is it right? Keep it in mind, this is also have some resistance, and this is a potential which is connected in this way. Is it right? Now if I'll ask you, can you solve or can you find the total resistance, then you will say no, we cannot find because the combination is such a type. Is it right? But my dear, to solve this we definitely take the help from the Kirchhoff's law. We have already discussed the Kirchhoff's law in the previous video. Is it right? So how to solve this and what is Wheatstone bridge? So Wheatstone bridge actually are of two types. One is called balance and another is called the unbalance. So now today we are going to discuss only the balance. Wheatstone bridge means in your chapter it is balanced. Is it right? So how it is balanced? So keep it in mind. So we will see that under balance condition. So under balance condition means no current flows through this galvanometer. Is it right? The current will never flow through the galvanometer. It is clear? So first we'll see what is the principle of this, right? Under the balance condition, the ratio arms of the upper, the ratio of this arms ratio, that is P by Q, is equal to R by S. So what happened in this balance condition? So in the balance condition, if I'll here balance condition, if I'll say suppose Ig, and let me show you the current. So current flowing through this arm will be 0. I will write what is Ig here. So before that, let me prove it, how to solve this one. So the derivation is also very important because so many times they have asked to prove this derivation. I mean to say this principle. So how to prove? As I told you, to prove we are going to use the Kirchhoff's law. So let's see how to prove it with the help of Kirchhoff's. So from the source, let me say the current I is passing. Is it right? After reaching the terminal, definitely as we know, after getting the two-way, we have to distribute the current in the two different arms. And let me say suppose here it is I1 because already I have written I. So if from the I1 is distributed, then from the another arm, I think it will be I minus I1 because I is the total current. Okay. Of the I1 reach in the terminal B, and after that again we get the two arms. So let me say the current through the galvanometer is Ig. Is it right? So Ig reach on this terminal, and even I minus I1 is also reach in this terminal. If both the current will reach, definitely you know according to the Kirchhoff's law, that is first, that is junction law, I will add both. So after addition I will write I minus I1 plus Ig. So I have written this. Clear? This current reach at the terminal C. Okay. From here, from this terminal, if Ig is the current passed from here, then total current is I1. So I will write here it is I1 minus Ig. So from this arm you can see the current I1 minus Ig reach, and from here I minus I1 plus Ig reach. So again I will add both the currents and we'll see the current I will only left, because from the positive terminal if current I will flow, then from the in the negative the I will come also. I mean to say the terminal will end. Just see, देख लो तुम इसको. From here you can say I1 minus Ig. Is it right? After that this is also adding. Clear? So you can say plus I minus I1 plus Ig. So minus Ig plus Ig is cancelled. I1 plus and minus is cancelled. Only I is left. Is it right? So I will write here I is coming out. Clear? I think it is visible. Yes. Clear? Now, so under this balance condition means when the Wheatstone bridge is balanced. So as I told you, Wheatstone bridge means balanced Wheatstone bridge. So I will take this current is 0. Clear? Yes, this is definitely happening. That what is happening here? From this terminal B to D, no current will flow. Current कभी flow नहीं होगा. Clear? So let me take proof. So let me consider first loop is A B D A. So from, is it right? From loop, is it right? From loop A B D and A, from this loop I will write what? P into I1 plus G into Ig. Then from D to A, the loop is moving but the current is opposite, so I will write minus R into I minus I1 and total is 0. Is it right? So since we know Ig is 0, so overall I will write in the next step P of I1 minus R of I minus I1 is equal to 0. The reason Ig is 0. Is it right? In the next step, P into I1 is equal to R I minus I1. So this is, let me write equation number 1. Is it clear? Yes. Now the next, from the loop. So let me write here from another loop. From this loop, B, C, D, B. B, C, D, B. From this loop, here I will write Q into current. Is it right? So Q into I1 minus Ig, again minus, why minus? Because the loop is now C to D and but here opposite, current with the opposite है ना, current के साथ देखो opposite direction में है, तो मैं लिखूंगा S minus S, current is I minus I1 plus Ig. Is it right? After that again this is minus G into Ig equal to 0. Is it right? This is G into Ig is 0. Now the next step, I think there are some spaces are there. Is it right? Since we know current Ig is 0, so I think my next step will be, is it right? Yeah, its space is there. So let me write here, it is Q I1 because Ig is 0 minus S, this is also 0. So I will write I minus I1 and this is also 0, so it is 0. So next step, let me write here, it is Q into I1 is equal to S I minus I1. And let me write this is equation number 2. Now if I'll compare equation 1 and 2, so let me write here comparing equation 1 and 2. So in the comparing the left hand side with the left hand side, you can see Pi1 Qi1 equal to Si minus I1 and here it is Ri minus I1. Is it right? I think they cancel. So what is left? P by Q equal to R by S. This is proved because this is the principle of Wheatstone bridge. Is it right? Yes. So you can see we have already proved this. Is it right? P by Q equal to R by S. So you know this is only they have asked to prove this. So what is the condition we put it here? This is a balance. So that's why I have written here under balance condition. Clear it is? Okay. Yes, dear student, now in front of you, this is a meter bridge. So what is meter bridge? Let me give you the information about this. A meter bridge is the practical application of the Wheatstone bridge. The Wheatstone bridge, just now we have done the Wheatstone bridge. So in the Wheatstone bridge, we have already discussed that is this is always a balanced, is it right? Balance, and under the balance conditions, we know which formula you have to use. So this is the practical application, means practically अगर तुमको कोई अगर करवाएगा लेबोरेटरी में तो ये होगा मीटर ब्रिज. क्या निकालना है इसमें? You have to find, this is written, I have already written unknown resistance and this is a known resistance. Is it clear? So now let me compare your Wheatstone meter bridge with the Wheatstone bridge, because if it is a practical application तो इसका theoretical concept क्या है? So we know that this is what Wheatstone bridge we have already discussed. Is it right? And these are the terminals for the source, and there is one resistance called P, there is one resistance called Q, there is one resistance called R, and there is one resistance called S, and in between there is a galvanometer G, and the terminals are something A, B, C and D. Already I have noted. Clear? Now listen here. Between P and Q and R and S, the connections of the galvanometer is there. So देखो, this is R and this is S. They two are in series, and but in between there is one galvanometer is connected. Is it right? Yes. And this is a wire. Is it right? This is definitely, it is not a metallic wire. It is the wire of alloy. Is it right? Mostly this alloy are of constantan or manganene. So I think I have a space. So let me write here. It is manganene. Is it right? MANGANINE. Manganene or constantan. Constantan. This is wire is an alloy. Is it clear? This wire of 100 centimeter. ये कितना का होता है? 100 centimeter का होता है. मतलब 1 meter total from the terminal to terminal. Is it right? Yes. And the galvanometer is what? Now what happened here? Actually, what we do in the right? This is a jockey actually. एक पेन की तरह होता है jockey. So I will start the jockey from the terminal A and I will see where the galvanometer needle will show you 0. क्योंकि because I know that in Wheatstone beads there is no current flows. तो current flow नहीं करेगा तो galvanometer का needle भी deflect नहीं करेगा. So simply that's why we'll search a point where galvanometer show null 0 दिखाएगा. And there will be only one point from A to C where we will get the null point. And so that's why I will touch the jockey here and I will touch each and every divisions of your scale and we'll see where it show the 0. Let it be it showing 0 or null at the point D after flowing the current. Is it right? This is a switch, nothing. As usual, you can देख सकते हो A और C के बीच में, A और C के बीच में source लगाया हुआ है. So if it is R and S, already I have mentioned, then definitely after touching there will be some resistance because already I have written this is manganene. तो alloy का resistance सबसे ज़्यादा होता है ना? That resistance is known as then it is P and this from B to C it is Q. Is it clear? Yes. Now, if I'll apply his principle, so what is the principle of? So let me write here principle. Principle of meter bridge is based on balanced what? Wheatstone bridge. Wheatstone what? Bridge. After that, definitely I will use the application. Therefore, P by Q is equal to R by S. Where R and S तो already it is there. Okay, चलो. इसमें application क्या है कि unknown resistance find करना. ये meter bridge का main what is the working of the meter bridge to find the unknown resistance. So let's see how to find this. This is unknown resistance is S. What is P then? P क्या है फिर? Then I will say, is it right? The next step, let me write here it is R by S is there. What is P? P is a resistance. So how we write this resistance? Because length is there. So I will write R into L. And here, if it is 100, then definitely this is 100 minus L. Is it clear? So I will write here R into 100 minus L. Then तुम्हारे मन में आ रहा है कि what is R? Is it right? So let me write here. After writing this here, R is nothing. It is resistance per length. Per length means suppose 1 centimeter or in 1 millimeter, how much resistance is? तो 1 millimeter यहाँ पे अगर तुम्हारा 0.1 ohm है तो definitely here also it will be 0.1 and that small r multiply with the length I will get the whole resistance, that is P. And if I multiply, sorry, here it is 100 minus, and if I multiply R into L, I will get the resistance of P, and P is this. If I multiply R with the 100 minus L, I will get the resistance of this. So that's why I have written this. अब तुम देख सकते हो इसमें R cancel हो जाता है, तो in this way I can find the unknown resistance, and the unknown resistance S is equal to S को इधर ले जाते हैं, बाकी सब इधर ले जाते हैं, यानी कि R 100 minus L by what? It is L. So in this way I can find the unknown resistance. Is it clear? Yes, it's very simple. इस तरह से find कर सकते हैं. But maybe a question arise in your mind that, sir, if I write L here, then no problem. According to that, you have to write it. But always keep it in mind कि ये important है. The important is the application. If you know how to use this, you can write this, and it's very simple. P by Q लिखोगे तो R by S लिखना है. अगर Q by P लिखना है तो S by R लिखना पड़ेगा. Am I clear? Yes. It's very simple. So now this is the formula. If I'll apply, and in this way, R is a known. I know. I will put the value, and wherever it give the null point, length measure कर लेंगे. Scale में already रहता है. Suppose this is 50 or something else. Is it right? In this way, I will write the value and I will get the answer. So this is what a meter gauge. Clear?